Alright, today I have a very quick mail day. I would say very quick, but I'll try to be quick about it. But I have a very nice mail day, and I wanted to get through this stuff very quickly. I've got some stuff to do here. But I got a package from let's see, which one is this one from? I'm not really sure who this was from, but look at how microscopic that label is. That is insanely tiny. I think somebody got a new printer and they couldn't figure out how to get this done. I don't know, but that's tiny. I can barely even read any of that stuff. The post office can scan that or whatever. I have no clue. I didn't know you could do a microscopic label like that. That's even smaller than my return address labels. Practically the entire thing. That is tiny. But that's one of the packages that came in. And I believe it is this one here, if I can get to it here. Got here very, very quickly. And I don't want to make people jealous, or somebody, was joking. It's like, well, that's rude, because if you want somebody to find something in the hobby, we try to basically let everybody have their opportunity before we decide to go for it. And I said, you know what? I found an opportunity and I took it. I probably overpaid on these cards here. And one of them actually has wax stain on it, which will be very easy to remove. If I can get to it here, the wax stain's coming off. And these are 1975 tops, and they're the John Mangini Cut Wrong Special, if you saw his video there. Didn't realize I already had Ken Berry. He's a good TTM signer. Whether or not I'm going to have him sign this card or not, I think I had recently got him. I'm not 100% sure. But you see it says Braves on the bottom, and it's not supposed to, and it's kind of off kilter there. So that's probably how it's supposed to look, and then it goes, so there's that much right there that is not supposed to be there. Very poorly cut wrong card, and if you look at the back you can see the top part of the next one there. So very interesting, and they're also kind of diagonally cut or whatever. So not only they're cut wrong, they're sideways cut wrong. And then we have, we'll do this in the order that I got them here, and we have Hall of Famer Tony Oliva, and it's got Cardinals or something on the bottom, just barely the bottom of the Cardinals, and Twins, and it's also kind of miscut this way too, so a little off kilter there. So the whole sheet had gone haywire there, and instead of throwing them while you're starting over, maybe somebody saw in the factory and said, let's just keep going. They got to just keep going, and they can't stop. It's assembly production line, assembly line, or whatever you would call it, conveyor belt sort of thing. So there is that one there. And then we have two more here. One of them actually has a bubble in the paper, which is interesting, because there was a flaw or something in the paper there. So they used a bad piece of paper there and just went with it. So they not only do they have a bad piece of paper, this one is Buzz Capra, and I think he signs TTM. But you can see how very, very, what is that, not parallelogram, but it's just one of those things where it just kind of, oh my gosh, very, very crooked. I had some Topps Olympics cards that are sort of like this, but not to this crazy degree there. And then there's probably whatever that is. It could be Red Sox, maybe. Not 100% sure what that is there. And then the back here, you can see the tiny bit of edge from the red there on the next card there, and I just thought that was really weird. And because these are mini cards, they won't fit in the pages. If they were full-size cards, they would probably not fit in the page. And I have one more, and we got Toby Hara, so another good TTM signer. That was probably the end of the sheet there with the white there, or some other special card there. So interesting there. And the seller had a gob of those, lots and lots of those. But it would not be affordable to, you want to stay in probably the dollar range for these cut wrong cards. Back in the day, these would have been frowned upon. These would be like, but now people are trying to get a premium for these things. I know some people say they're affordable. Yes, relatively to other cards out there, they are affordable, and a lot of people, but unfortunately, again, so the farther, more vintage you go back, the harder it is to find messed up cards here. Then we got a couple other items here. One was from Bryce and Dad's Cards. I've got from them before, and I can't remember if Bryce and Dad's Cards, if I bought cards for them or I bought scout patches, and this is a scout patch here from 1975. I just said, you know what, let's just get it. It's so unique and unusual. So this one is from 1975. Drag a buddy to Colstrip. Wherever Colstrip was, they were going to drag that guy with a crane. I just thought that was very, very unusual. It's kind of a homemade 101 design, so you'll never see that design probably on any other patches except for that one. That's what most of the Scout patches are out there, but there's lots of, you know, standard catalog designs or whatever, which I collect some of those, but that's just an unusual one. And that might be the only time I ever see that on eBay ever. Then we have one autograph request. They missed every single stamp because they got the stuff down in the corner there. They got that one there. And there is the letter here. Whatever stamps. I cannot remember exactly when I send this out, but this is a golf success. And I just noticed on these cards here, well, first of all, he signed 3 of 3, which I told him to keep one. So I said, you know what, just keep one. So now I can choose which one of these I want to keep, because the signature is a little bit different, almost identical, but I'll pick the best one and then give one away or just set it offside for a rainy day. So it's got a very muted background there. But what's interesting here is that he's got a black shirt and white pants on the previous year, so the 91 set, and the tree setting in the back here is almost identical. It's just a blow up of that particular scene. So there's like a tree right here and this black blob here, and there's a black blob and a tree right there. So that's from the same golf shot, same golf hole, same everything. So Pro Set was lazy, or they couldn't get another card of Ed Humanek. He might have already been out of, or not, you know, in the tournaments that they were taking pictures of. So there is that one. I just, for whatever reason, never thought ever to get those cards. I just never thought to get Mr. Humanek to sign those. So that is good, and I think I have his player run there, 2 cards. Very nice to have that, because he is not in the 1990 set. Because 1990 set comes out, and then 91, tons more players. 92, virtually the same, you know, group of people with a few differences, maybe a few new rookie cards, but it's fairly similar. And so if you don't have the 92 set, you're going to be kicking yourself. You are going to be kicking yourself that you didn't get the 92 set and you're only doing 91, because, you know, your opportunity to get these golf cards signed right now is really, really good. And if you want to get all of them signed, you want to get 3 of them at least, you know. So that's what I done there. If somebody really needs that extra Ed Humanek, let me know. But I'm not in the kind of shipping off stuff to people unless there's really somebody that really, really needs it right now. So that is an awesome mail day. A little bit of everything: cut wrong cards, autograph cards, and a Scout patch, which is very unusual. I will have some more Scout patches on the way, and I got to do something for the end of February onto March, because I want to do some sort of kind of like a paring down of the collectibles. So I'll have some sort of like maybe no card March or something like that. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to cut this down to a minimum. When I say no card, I'll be doing the TTM autographs, but I want to say that I'm going to kind of probably put a moratorium on the card spending. It's not getting very expensive, but if you buy a blaster box and a few cards, and I just, like, you know, it ends up being $50, and that wasn't even COMC. I still have my COMC floating around there, so I don't know whether I'm going to get that one or what I'm going to do, but I want to try to cut back, because I can't be doing cards in every single video. It's getting kind of expensive, but it's also getting time consuming, taking away from other things I need to do. So that's the video today, and thank you for watching.